Elizabeth is at work and there is an insect infestation. Ew, this unit is getting invaded by insect metropolis. Call the property owner to sort out the insect infestation or attempt to get rid of it yourself. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and we are back to play some more of the Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge. And we have had just a lot of disasters happening for our sim Elizabeth. She's really struggled quite a bit. In our last episode, we were really working on her juice fizzing and her aspiration. And if we come over into our game, it is a Harvest Fest today. We have little Mojito is waking up to go use the potty. We have gnomes spawning for Harvest Fest like happens with that. But Elizabeth has really had a tough go of things. She is a single mom. She has a toddler named Mojito. She had like a one-night stand with 3 different Sims, and we had, you know, a big question mark as to who this child belonged to. She is a serial romantic, and right now she needs to earn gold on 1 more date and have 4 more boyfriends or girlfriends. And she does have quite a lot of romance happening because she is a serial romantic. She's had a fling with a lot of different people. So she has some options for a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Some of them are married, so those aren't really so much options. But like Blake, he is an option. Gail, I believe, is a boyfriend right now. So is Kate. And I think Javon is too. Let's look. Javon is also a boyfriend. And then the other boyfriend that she had was Jimmy, but they had a big falling out. Whitley could be a potential. They have amazing compatibility. So she's got good compatibility with a lot of different people. We kind of went that way with her just to make it a little bit easier for her romancing. Little Mojito here, though, he has not really gotten a lot of attention from his mom. However, I do have the Education Overhaul mod installed in my game, so he does actually go to preschool, and he's managed to get quite a few skills from his preschool time, which is probably the only way this kid was going to even get any skills, which is good because he's going to age up in-game tomorrow. He will be a child. So coming back over to Elizabeth, she needs to max the mixology arm of the culinary career. Right now, she's only level 4. She's really struggled a lot with her job. She got laid off. She's just really kind of had a tough go of things. She also has to max the dancing skill, which she has done, the juice fizzing, and the mixology skill, which is only at level 5. So we have some work to do for her with her skills. She doesn't have to work today, so it may be worthwhile to maybe try a date with somebody and see if we can add another boyfriend or girlfriend to the list and maybe have her do some more juice fizzing. She has been trying to sell the things that she has made juice fizzing to earn some extra money because her job right now just doesn't really pay a lot. But let's appease these gnomes. This one wants a future cube. Oh, where did they go? They just poofed. Where'd they poof to? Where'd the gnomes poof to? Are they downstairs maybe? They're downstairs. Okay. Alright, let's give this gnome a future cube. And this one, I think, wants a toy? I think they both want toys. Let's give these both toys. Okay, we made that gnome happy. Alright, we have appeased all of the gnomes. Very good. We might as well cook a grand meal since it is Harvest Fest. So let's go ahead and make a turkey dinner. Where are you going, little child? Come back up here. You can't just wander around aimlessly. Come and talk and hug your blarfy. So Mojito is silly. He's goofy and curious. They love to tell jokes and get playful. They earn imagination skills slightly faster. He has the unhappy infant trait because he really didn't get a lot of attention as an infant. He hates bedtime, but he loves wake-up time. Fizz enthusiasts called your submission full-flavored and so sophisticated. They enjoyed the fruits of your labors so much that they'd like to award you 946 simoleons. That's awesome. We had this thing where we can like send our juice off to be like reviewed or something. So she did that and got 946 simoleons. Maybe we need to do some more of that because that was pretty good. So Elizabeth did make a little turkey dinner that her and Mojito are enjoying. She is trying to like spend a little bit of time with him before she kind of goes off to do her own thing. Elizabeth and Mojito kind of enjoyed their Harvest Fest meal together. She has decided that she's going to go out on a date with Whitley, and I'm trying to think where we could go that we haven't been that might be kind of interesting. What if we go over to Brindleton Bay? We haven't really gone there lately. We could go over to the Doggy Diner. Let's do that. It's just kind of like a casual sort of date. Just trying to like get that last gold date. Get one more girlfriend chalked up for Elizabeth. So we'll have them be a little bit flirty. She's feeling confident, so maybe a bold pickup line is in order. You're kind of having a little bit of an awkward encounter because like all of these people have come up and are like standing here while we're talking. Maybe we'll like come out here and like have a little chat outside instead. Maybe just like get away from like the looks and the eyes of all of these other people just so that they can have like a little bit of privacy and a conversation without other people like watching them do everything. Why are you going back inside? We came out here to be flirty and you're going back inside? But inside is where it was awkward and weird. This is not where you're supposed to go. So we're back inside now where there was an awkward encounter happening, of course. I mean, her brother-in-law is also standing right here. So Aiden was married to her sister Lily, who passed away a couple of episodes ago, and his two kids live across the hall from Elizabeth now, his two daughters. Oh, we can ask to be girlfriend. Okay, let's do that. Let's ask her to be our girlfriend, and then I think we can end the date there, because it is marked as gold right now. So, ending the date. She is now another significant other. We need 3 more. Let's go ahead and wrap up the date. And I think that maybe we'll go ahead and let Elizabeth go do some juice fizzing, and then we can go back home. You know, a little bit of Harvest Fest juice fizzing. That never would go amiss. So let's go ahead and load up both of these juice fizzers with ingredients and get the juice fizzing started. She is like almost halfway to level 5 of the juice fizzing, and it is a minor skill, so it does only go to level 5. All right, let's toss in some flowers for this one, and then we'll maybe do some fruit for the other one. All right, start fizzing, load ingredients. A lot of lemons, so I guess we'll do lemons. And we'll fizz seltzer this time. First round of juice is ready, and then the seltzer is ready. So we'll come and we'll collect those, and then I think I want to have her send some off to like be assessed again, because that brought in a decent amount of money. I think better money, I don't know if it was better money than like selling it was or not. We could do a quick yard sale though. We could do that. That might not be a bad idea. All right, a quick yard sale here with the kombucha, the seltzer that Elizabeth has made. Try to earn a little bit of money. She doesn't have a lot, and then like when rent comes due, then she like is out of money. Plus Mojito is going to be aging up into a child in game tomorrow, so he's gonna need like a child's bed and like some things for him being a kid. So it'd be really good for her to have a little bit of extra money on hand for all of that. Okay, this isn't going too badly. She's made like 1,500 simoleons, and I think whatever she doesn't sell, we can send off to be like reviewed or whatever. Unless she sells it all, which she could. I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Oh yeah, we're down to just like this floral lily kombucha is all that's left. So maybe one of these people will buy it. Let's see if we can give a sales pitch here to Warren Lannister. Maybe he'll be interested. One of you surely must want this floral lily kombucha. And they did. Excellent. Okay. That was quite successful, actually. That was like 3,000 simoleons. So I think this has been a successful Harvest Fest for Elizabeth, all things considered. Let's let her go to the bathroom before she goes home, because she does kind of have to pee. Oh, we've learned that Mojito is a little singer. Mojito really loves to sing. Toddlers who are little singers enjoy singing and tend to sing at random times throughout the day. That's kind of cute. Although he's sad from a boogie downer, from dancing to the music. If the dancing doesn't soon cease, the tears might soon release. So that's kind of funny. Right, it is Friday, and it will be Mojito's birthday today, but we're gonna send him off to preschool just this one last time, get him his last day of preschool in, see how he does with the skills that he has left. Elizabeth does work this evening, but maybe we'll invite Blake to come over and we can add him as a boyfriend. Blake was one of them that she woohooed with before Mojito was born, so he was a potential father to Mojito, but Branson ended up being the one, and we don't really involve him. He's not really involved in Mojito's life at all. They had a big falling out, and Elizabeth doesn't really want him around. Okay, Blake has arrived. Oh, let's just not waste any time and just ask to be boyfriend right now. She's not messing around. She's just right off the bat asking him, and he says yes. He doesn't know about all of the others. No, you're not gonna be loyal. How can you be loyal? You have like 6 boyfriends. No, you can't switch this. That happened before. This isn't Elizabeth. She's not really loyal. She's kind of all over the place, to be honest. All right, she needs 2 more boyfriends or girlfriends to finish her aspiration. She also needs to max her mixology skills. So I think maybe while Mojito is at daycare, we'll just let her maybe practice making some drinks to get her mixology skill up while he's gone. And while she waits for work, we'll just kind of get that going. Oh, Mojito mastered the potty skill. This is good. And the movement skill. All right, he's crushing it at preschool, which is good for him because there's like no other way. Oh, hey, Mojito has maxed his communication skill. This is good. He's almost maxed all of his skills. Thank you, preschool. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I've called to inform you that your great-great-grand second once removed cousin's friend's grandpa has passed away and for some reason left you a vast fortune. Specifically to you. Will you accept it? So if we say money, 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 give now, we'll have to get married within 7 days, which is not Elizabeth. But if we say under what conditions, we'll get 2,500 simoleons. So we're gonna say that. And it is Mojito's birthday, but he is not home. And Elizabeth does have to work tonight, so I don't see him getting a birthday party. Mojito is back. He is sad because he's outside in the rain. And he had hard lessons from a day at preschool. Today's lesson was so hard. Mojito hates preschool. Oh, poor little guy. Well, let's get him inside and maybe playing with some blocks. All right, Elizabeth does have to work soon. She has gotten her mixology skill up to level 6. So we have come quite a long way. Oh, Kate has just come down here. And I think that maybe Elizabeth is starting to feel a little bit guilty about all of the different relationships she's in, and so I think she's gonna break things off with Kate and be like, you know, I really have bitten off more than I can chew. I've been in a lot of different relationships and I think that I just need to end things with you. I think I just kind of need to pick something and go from there. This is a choice. Why is that what you're wearing, Lexi? So Elizabeth just broke up with Kate and she now has a bitter sentiment because she's bitter about a breakup, and Kate is feeling deeply wounded. Some wounds take a long, long time to heal, and bringing around Elizabeth brings up painful memories for Kate. I think Elizabeth she's just really kind of realizing, I think that she's maybe gone a little bit too far with some of this dating stuff, and so she's gonna kind of end things with her current partners and kind of go from there. She is feeling happy because she's single. You're not actually single again, hun, though, because you've got like 4 others. Oh no! Elizabeth is at work and there is an insect infestation. Ew, this unit is getting invaded by insect metropolis. Call the property owner to sort out the insect infestation or attempt to get rid of it yourself. She's not even home to like call the property owner to deal with it. I swear, it is like always something for Elizabeth. It's explosive malfunction, the garbage exploding, insects everywhere. It just doesn't end. All right, Elizabeth is back. She did not get promoted. I cannot get her promoted to save her life. I do think though, let's just deploy a fumigation device to get rid of these bugs. She's got the money, so might as well just like do the thing that's gonna get rid of them. Look, they're like everywhere. They're in Mojito's room, they're in her room, they're all over the living room and the kitchen. This is like a nightmare. And Elizabeth is like exhausted. She's just coming home from like a long day at work. And there's goop everywhere. And we got sent 61 simoleons. 400 simoleons to use the fumigation device. 61 for a compensation. That's just rude. She's had more issues living in this apartment. I mean, to be fair, this is like not the best apartment complex in the world. So it's not great, but it is what it is. And Elizabeth sleeps on this like horrible futon, and it just like really doesn't give her a very good night's sleep at all. Like, it's just really rough. Right, Elizabeth is awake. And I think that we won't have a birthday party, but I think that maybe we'll have her make a cake and we can use the cake to age up Mojito because it is his birthday. He is going to be a child. So I feel like we should do that and not make him age up on his own. That's kind of what happened when he aged up from an infant into a toddler. But we'll let Elizabeth make him a cake, and, you know, maybe going into childhood, it'll be a little bit better for him. So Elizabeth is making a cake for Mojito to try and give him a little bit of something for his birthday. Her birthday is actually coming up really soon, where she will be an adult. And maybe with her becoming an adult, things will calm down for her a little bit. She still needs 2 more boyfriends or girlfriends, but, you know, maybe they'll be sequential and not at the same time. All right, Elizabeth has made a cake. So I think we will get some birthday candles on here, and we'll get Mojito awake. He's ready to get up. He did not quite max out his thinking skill. That was the only skill he did not max out. And then let's go ahead and have Elizabeth help him blow out his candles. So he's blowing out his candles. Mojito is going to be aging up into a child. And he's got some skill advances because of his skills as a toddler. So this is good. Now, I thought real quickly we would take a quick peek at the rules for his generation to kind of give us an idea of like the direction that we're going with him. So the rules for generation 4, the traditional rules involve flipping houses, but we're going to do the alternate option, and he's going to be a interior decorator, and we're going to do this version of things. So the flipping houses part we're not going to really look at as much, but he is going to need to marry a sim in a manual labor career with a passion for woodworking. He's going to have the self-assured and ambitious traits. This isn't going to be what he's going to do. He'll complete the interior decorator career. Every child's name shares the same first letter. He's going to complete the handiness, painting, and photography skill. Post to social media once a day. And then this is a kind of irrelevant as well, but we'll kind of like be working on upgrading his home. Like, I think he'll move into like kind of a rundown fixer-upper, and then we'll just keep upgrading as he gets money. And then he needs to be dressed to impress at all times. Growing up in hand-me-downs, you felt self-conscious. Now you're able to dress as fantastically as your heart desires. That'll happen once he's out on his own, but as a child, he is going to kind of look like he dresses in hand-me-downs. So knowing that he is going to be a little bit more on the creative side of things, I think we should choose some skills that are going to reflect that and an aspiration that will reflect that. Okay, and looking at the multi-skill, he definitely wouldn't be a slumber party animal because I don't think he's going to be super social. I'm tempted to do creative genius, but the issue with that is you have to build a tree house. And I don't know if there's room on this lot to put in a tree house. So we may have to get creative with how he's going to build a tree house, but I kind of feel like that fits along with his whole like lifestyle, his story. So I think we're going to pick that. So they want to build their creative and mental skills to inspire innovation and play. So we can do the self-assured trait as a child, but I'm almost leaning more towards creative for him. I feel like the self-assured, like that might come later on. I don't think he's feeling particularly self-assured right now. You know, he's kind of been ignored most of his life. So let's choose creative for his childhood trait. We have one trait that we can pick. I think creative makes the most sense, all things considered. Okay, and Mojito is now a child, and he is going to need a makeover to fix him up a little bit. He is gonna still wear kind of random looking clothing, but we can still like update his look. We have given Mojito a makeover, and here is little Mojito. He doesn't have the best teeth, so I'm thinking that maybe when he ages into a teenager, we can give him some braces and get his teeth straightened away. Like maybe Elizabeth would do that, or maybe one of her siblings kind of like chips in and helps like get his teeth fixed. Because if we look at his teeth, they're a little bit ragged, they're a little bit uneven, so I think some braces when he gets a little older might not be a terrible idea. But this is his everyday outfit. Again, we have randomized his outfits to give him the looks that he has. So this is just like hitting the random button 3 times and rolling with it. So this is his everyday, his formal, his athletic, his sleepwear, his party wear, his swimwear, his hot weather, and his cold weather wear. It's not like horribly mismatched in many ways, but he's, you know, maybe he's going to be a little bit self-insecure about all of it, which is why I don't think self-assured is quite the right thing for him. That might come when he ages up into a young adult. Like he's gone through his teenage years, he's kind of got a bearing on who he is, and then that's when he becomes self-assured. That's kind of what I'm thinking might be the way this goes. But that is Mojito. So for his aspiration, he wants to play pretend in a treehouse and achieve level 3 of a creativity skill. I'm wondering if we maybe remove like some of these trees, if we can get the treehouse back here. Let's see what we can do. We need to give him a kid's room update as well. So it is, if I put it down with move objects, I can get it put down. So let's give that a try. The only thing is he needs adult supervision to build the treehouse, which might be a little hard to come by, but we've got a treehouse set for him. So I've updated his room. I also updated Elizabeth's bed because she was just not getting a good night's sleep in the bed that she had. So we gave her a bit of a bed update. They do have like 6,000 simoleons, but I'm gonna wait a little bit before like really updating their house because things have been so touch and go with Elizabeth and like her money and everything that I'm not sure that I want to risk like losing all of it just yet. But it's a Saturday, so maybe we do have them work on the treehouse a little bit. Maybe Elizabeth is gonna come out and try to build the treehouse with Mojito some. So this may be one of these like rare moments where Elizabeth is actually doing something with Mojito. They have kind of come together and they're building this tree house with each other. And Blake has even come over and joined in. He is the one that Elizabeth could not quite bring herself to break up with. She still considers him her boyfriend, even though she's like broken things off with everybody else. She just hasn't quite been able to break stuff off with Blake just yet. Unfortunately though, Elizabeth is going to have to go to work soon, so she's gonna have to stop building the treehouse with Mojito. Although he's like feeling tense and kind of needs some fun. So we may have to have him like go and do some drawing or something to get his fun up. Because he does have an activity table. So maybe he can come and make some fall crafts. As fall is almost over, he'll make fall crafts, of course. So he is going to make some crafts while Elizabeth is at work. He's kind of like by himself, which is kind of sad. But honestly, this is kind of how everything has always been for Mojito. He's just hasn't gotten the attention from Elizabeth. He did for like a little bit while they were building the treehouse, but now he's just kind of back on his own, making his crafts in his room while Elizabeth is at work. Blake has come over to check on Mojito. He does live underneath him. He has known Mojito like his whole life. He is technically in a relationship with Elizabeth. And perhaps on some level, Blake might be wondering if Mojito is his child. He doesn't know for sure. Elizabeth's never really mentioned who Mojito's father is, so Blake might wonder if it's him. Elizabeth has come home from work and she has been promoted to line cook. She has finally gotten a promotion, which means that she is now level 5 of the culinary career. Her next promotion, she'll have to choose which track to go down, and she will be going down the mixology track because she does need to max mixology. And I think with that, we're going to wrap up this episode here with Elizabeth getting promoted, with Mojito having aged up into a child, and we'll wrap things up there. Let me know what you think about poor Mojito. And then Elizabeth and the fact that she needs 2 more boyfriends or girlfriends. She couldn't quite bring herself to break up with Blake. Let me know if you think she should end things with Blake and then go into the next relationship without already being in a relationship, or should we kind of keep Blake on the side? They have amazing compatibility. He gets on really well with Mojito. He's the only one of the potential fathers of Mojito that really is still around and is even in Mojito's life. So let me know your thoughts on that. There's nothing in the rules that says that Elizabeth can't end up with somebody in the end. We just have to get her through all of her things that she needs to do before any of that can happen. And Mojito is now a child, and he's gonna need a little bit more attention from Elizabeth than maybe she is willing to give. So let me know your thoughts on all of that in the comments below. But thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!